You know, if you look at what's happened over the past year and a half, we put a commitment to America together, and I think that really embodies what the founders of this country intended. We traveled across the United States engaging stakeholders, engaging individuals, and engaging families about their vision for America. And what this bill does is it unleashes America's energy resources, because we don't think it's right that 40% of Americans, individuals, and families over the last 2 years have had to choose among paying for utility bills, buying medicine, or paying for groceries. These are false choices, and it's absolutely unacceptable. What we've seen over the last 2 years is the Biden administration carrying out incomprehensible energy policies under the concept of trying to address climate change. The truth is that emissions have actually gone up under the Biden administration, not down. Under the previous administration, emissions went down, an average of 2.5% a year, and we've watched over the last 2 years as emissions have gone up over 6%. So you're failing on the very objective that you're trying to achieve while you're pushing American families into energy poverty, charging them higher gasoline prices, higher utility prices, and one of the biggest drivers of inflation. We're delivering on a commitment to America because this is the right thing to do. Just like you would do in your own family, just like you would do in your own business. You're unleashing America's resources. We have oil and gas here. The Biden administration's own Department of Energy released a report just 2 weeks ago showing that global demand for oil and gas is going to increase 50% over the next 25 years. And what are we doing? They're out there announcing shutting down, stopping domestic energy production. This is completely illogical, and it's all on the backs of American families. And let's be clear on what these higher prices are. These higher prices are taxes. They're taxes that are being charged on America's families to try and achieve a political agenda that they're completely failing at. I want to thank all of these people behind me. The folks that sat there and worked so hard to take the ideas that we heard all across America and translate those into the package of bills that we passed today. I want to thank the incredible leadership team back there led by Speaker McCarthy to make sure that we engaged everyone and gave them a voice in this process to ensure that we weren't just advancing conventional fuels, but that we unleash America's renewable energy opportunities as well, to where we truly can lead forward on a path of affordable energy, clean energy, and ensuring that we protect America's energy security. Thank you.
Hello, friends. I have bad news to share with you this evening. Under a new bill, millions of older Americans may lose food stamps. Lawmakers in the House of Representatives have proposed new legislation that will make it harder for many Americans to qualify for monthly benefits. Some retirees may be forced to return to work or risk losing these benefits. Dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. This is really important news. About 10 million Americans could lose access to the food aid under a Republican proposal that would expand work requirements to adults over the age of 50 and to some families with children. Individuals in every state will be impacted if the proposal becomes law, although residents of Alaska, South Carolina, and Oklahoma would be hardest hit. This is according to the study from the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities. The analysis is based on the number of households in those states that would fall under the new work requirements, such as older adults and families with children over 7 years old. Representative Dusty Johnson, a Republican from South Dakota, and more than 20 other Republican lawmakers who recently introduced a bill, say the America's Work Act is needed to get more food stamp recipients back to the workforce. But research shows that most recipients of SNAP that can work are already working. The bill reflects efforts by GOP lawmakers to trim spending in benefit programs such as food stamps. Nearly 1 in 3 residents who currently receive food stamps in South Carolina, Oklahoma, and Alaska will be at risk of losing their SNAP benefits. The least impacted recipients will be those who are living in Washington State, Idaho, and Vermont, where about 1 in 5 individuals will be at risk of losing food stamps. SNAP already has work requirements, but currently they are aimed at so-called able-bodied adults without dependents. Under these rules, adults who are not disabled, who do not have dependents, and who are between the ages of 18 to 49 years old must work 20 hours a week, or they must enroll in a work training program in order to receive food stamps. Under the GOP bill, those work requirements would be expanded to adults between the ages of 50 and 65 years old, which the lawmakers say would align the program with Medicare. About 4 million U.S. children between the ages of 7 to 18 years old who live in households receiving food stamps could be at risk of losing food aid. 3 million adults with children or dependents may also lose their benefits, while another 2 million people between the ages of 50 to 64 years old who do not have dependents could also lose access to food stamps. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about all of this? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Many Americans are familiar with the 30% rule, which dictates that housing costs should never eat up more than 30% of your household income. But as it turns out, that old rule of thumb has become unattainable for those that reside in apartment these days. For the first time ever, American renters are spending that astronomical percentage or more. Moody's Analytics calls it a rent burden. Meanwhile, high mortgage rates have prevented millions of Americans from making the leap from renter to homeowner. That in turn has meant a rental unit shortage, moving landlords to raise their prices. And that could spell disaster for the more than 5 million U.S. renter households that are currently behind on their rent, owing an average of $2,000 in arrears. According to Yahoo News, renters owe an estimated $11 billion in total rent debt. In some states, residents are already paying a little over a third of their salary on rent alone. In Massachusetts, Florida, and New York, Americans spend over 30% of their income respectively on rent. Moody's Analytics reported that Florida in particular also saw a substantial jump in rental costs, 4.2% over the last 3 years. Many blame it in large part on supply and demand, which are the biggest issues at present for renters and homeowners. With fewer homes available, rent keeps climbing. As interest rates rise, homes become less affordable. Even as in most parts of the nation, the seller's market continues to dominate. So for many renters, staying put may be the best option. If you have a good relationship with your landlord, you may be able to forestall an increase. But if such options are not possible, and you're spending more than 30% of your income on rent, some experts suggest considering other accommodations that come at a cheaper price. So friends, if you are a renter, has your rent gone up in the past 6 months? Please let me know in the comment section below. Well, my amazing and most beautiful friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My friends, I will be announcing several winners for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.